Good morning, folks. It is the 9th of July 2019, and we're aboard Bolero CSY 33. I bought the boat in November of last year, and I've spent quite a bit of time, a couple months here and there, getting it ready for sea and to take down to Pensacola or wherever I'm going to go. I had a video on here before I bought it, so I wanted to make another interior video to show you what it looks like and maybe highlight a couple of the changes I've made to it. This is just going to be the interior. Of course, we're in the cabin salon right now. I put in the fan. There's the microwave, which I will not take with me out to sea. I don't want to use that kind of energy. The stove, I have had to redo the gas, the propane system outside because it was old and leaking out there. So hopefully that's fixed now. Here we have something I did here. I put in a refrigeration unit. The one that was in here before was a dinosaur and weighed about 50 pounds. This is a lightweight, super efficient isotherm unit. And here is the ice box, or the refrigerator, full of stuff. And this I've turned into kind of a cool storage. Some bleed over cool air goes in there, but I've got it full of water, bread. I'll keep vegetables and stuff in here that don't need refrigeration, like cabbage and water and stuff. This is where the old refrigeration unit was, and this was a real disaster. But now I've turned it back into food storage, which is what it was originally. It's been super hot here, so fortunately I have an air conditioner set there. Here's the nav table with the electrical panel. This is what I call the electrical cabinet. I made this door. It had no door, so I made one to put on it. And if you look in here, you'll see the battery charger back there and the AIS units down there. Here's the radio. I keep a handheld radio in the cockpit, so I don't use a hardwired radio very much. But I'm also going to be putting a single sideband control head in there. Out here I have radar, wind gauge, which should really be outside, but someone put it in here. Here's where I sleep every night. I've been on board for 34 days now, sleeping right there. You know, take the cushions off and put out my sheet and pillowcase and sleep right there. Here's my barometer, and I record the barometer readings every day, keep track of what the weather's doing. I have a couple EPIRBs, as you can see, my handheld radio and binoculars and air horn. A little lamp there I use at night sometimes, but it puts off heat, and it's been so hot here but I haven't used it. Now we're going to go forward. This is a different story. This is where I have all my gear up here in the V-berth. As you can see, it's very crowded, but that's because I've been working on the boat. Some of this stuff is going to be gone before I take off, but as you can see, it's packed with stuff. And back here is area to store stuff, closet, hanging closet, foul weather gear and clothes and such stuff. And then we'll look in the head here. I had to completely redo the head hoses down below. I made this grate to put down there. Little spray bottle to spray holding tank cleaner whenever you use the toilet. But down under here, two of the hoses had broken off the fitting, as they were really the wrong hoses. And when I turned on the macerator pump, this is fresh water I use to the toilet, of course, is flushed by salt water, but I keep some fresh water in here to help clean it out a little bit. There's the macerator pump button. I push the macerator pump. There's the shower nozzle. I pushed the macerator button and it filled this area down here. Oh my gosh, did I have a mess. I didn't know the hoses were broken, but they were. It was a mess. Anyway, that is the inside of Bolero at this point. You know, I've had to put on doors. This door right here, one of the doors in the head was broken. Fan, I took off the light here and put a fan. There were a lot of lights. For example, this light right here, it's high intensity and it gets hot, which what that means is it's using a lot of electricity, a lot of juice, and I don't like that. These bulbs have all been replaced with LED bulbs. They use very little electricity and don't put out any heat. So I had one of those high intensity bulbs there, but I don't need a light over here. I need a fan to sleep with, keep me cool. And here's my electrical panel. I can check my voltage of my battery banks. There's a starting battery and a house battery under there, and then I have two 6-volt golf cart batteries outside in the starboard lazarette, and they're all hooked to the solar panel. But we'll have to wait for an exterior tour to see those. So do a lot of standing here preparing meals. Mostly I just pop stuff in the microwave, and when I get rid of the microwave, I'll be heating everything on that stove. I've tested the stove, it works okay. Alright, so hey, you got any questions, ask me. Down here is the bilge. Back here are the water tanks under there, and then the fuel tanks are under each settee there. Okay, hope you enjoyed the tour.